Hello dear students, let's move on to new theory, that is molecular orbital theory. This theory was put forward to explain the relative bond strength, bond length, magnetic properties, etc. of the molecules and ions. Do remember, this theory is to explain relative bond strength, bond length, and magnetic properties mainly of the molecules and ions. In short, it is said as MOT, molecular orbital theory, and it was developed by F. Hund and R.S. Mulliken in 1932. Try to understand this theory with its salient features. Number one, the electrons in a molecule are present in the various orbitals as the electrons in atoms are present in the various atomic orbitals. Okay, the electrons in a molecule, whatever the electrons will be found in the molecule, the same number of electrons will be definitely present in the atomic orbitals. Means atomic orbitals are combining to make the molecular orbital. So number of electrons in the atomic orbital will be equal to the number of electrons of the molecular orbitals. In this theory, we will concentrate on the energy terms, not on the structure, on the energy. So number two, the atomic orbitals of comparable energies and proper symmetry combine to form molecular orbitals. Number three, while an electron in an atomic orbital is influenced by one nucleus, in a molecular orbital it is influenced by two or more nuclei depending upon the number of atoms in the molecule. Thus, an atomic orbital is monocentric while a molecular orbital is polycentric. Next point is number 4. The number of molecular orbitals formed is equal to the number of combining atomic orbitals. When two atomic orbitals combine, two molecular orbitals are formed. One is known as bonding molecular orbital, while the other is called anti-bonding molecular orbital. Number 5, the bonding molecular orbitals are represented as sigma, pi, delta. Okay, with only we will study about the sigma and pi, but these are the denotation of the bonding molecular orbitals, whereas the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbitals are represented by sigma star, pi star, delta star, etc. This is bonding molecular orbital and this is anti-bonding molecular orbital. The bonding molecular orbital has lower energy and hence greater stability than the corresponding anti-bonding molecular orbital. We will see that how atomic orbitals are combining and they are forming bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital. This will be our bonding, this will be our anti-bonding molecular orbital. We will see that this bonding molecular orbital will have lower energy and greater stability corresponding to the anti-bonding molecular orbital. The next point, the electron probability distribution around a nucleus in an atom is given by an atomic orbital. The electron probability distribution around a group of nuclei in a molecule is given by molecular orbital. Next point, the molecular orbital, like atomic orbitals, are filled in accordance with the Aufbau principle. They obey the Pauli's exclusion principle and the Hund's rule. So whatever the rules was there for filling of electrons in the orbital, none of the rules will be violated while preparing the molecular orbital. In the preparation of molecular orbitals, all the rules will be followed. Next point is orbital of an electron in a molecule is called molecular orbital. In a molecule, an electron spends most of the time in its molecular orbital. Thus, the probability of finding the electron is highest in its molecular orbital. A molecular orbital can accommodate at the maximum 2 electrons of opposite spin. Okay, in one orbital, maximum 2 electrons only is possible. This is the orbital. Maximum 2 electrons of opposite spin is possible. Next and last point, a molecular orbital may remain vacant. It can have one electron or to the maximum of 2 electrons of opposite spin. Means this atomic orbital or molecular orbital, either it can remain empty or it can have 1 electron or it can have 2 electrons. These three possibility is only possible. Either vacant, single electron or maximum 2 electrons of opposite spin. We cannot make like this. This will be wrong. We cannot make like this. This will be wrong. Only of opposite spin 2 electrons are maximum. Okay, let's move on to linear combination of atomic orbitals. The short form will be LCAO, linear combination of atomic orbitals. Its important features are: number 1, 2 atomic orbitals overlap to give 2 molecular orbitals, one bonding and one anti-bonding. See here, 2 orbitals are overlapping and 2 molecular orbitals are being formed. Atomic orbital, 2 atomic orbitals, 2 molecular orbitals are being formed. One is bonding and the other is anti-bonding molecular orbital. Thus, number of molecular orbitals formed is equal to the total number of atomic orbitals taking part in overlapping. The atomic orbitals lose their identity. Here from this you can understand that 2 atomic orbitals are combining and 2 molecular orbitals are being formed. The identity of atomic orbitals is being lost and the number of atomic and molecular orbitals will remain same. So next point is the bonding molecular orbital. It is denoted by Xi. Bonding molecular orbital we will denote by Xi. PSI, Psi or Xi, whatever you can say. This is my bonding orbital. Is formed when 2 atomic orbitals Psi A and Psi B. Okay, one atomic bonding molecular orbital is formed when 2 atomic orbitals Psi A and Psi B are added. Okay, that is the 2 atomic orbitals are in one phase and overlap. Next is the energy of the bonding molecular orbital is lower. You will see that whenever we will draw this diagram, the first thing you have to do this, you have to show the energy bar which will always upward. Whenever I will ask you to make the molecular orbital, you have to first draw this line showing that energy is increasing upward. Okay, the bonding molecular orbital is formed when two atomic orbitals are added, when psi A and psi B will be added, our bonding molecular orbitals will be formed. The energy of the bonding molecular orbital is lower. This is our bonding molecular orbital and this is our anti-bonding molecular orbital. ABMO is vacant and BMO is filled. You can see that energy is increasing upwards, means BMO is having less energy. Less energy means more stability. The probability of finding the electron in bonding molecular orbital is high. Therefore, it helps in binding the atoms together. Bonding molecular orbitals are represented by Greek symbol. As I have already told you, bonding will be represented by sigma, pi or delta. And anti-bonding orbitals, let's see its formation first. Okay, so this was all about our bonding molecular orbitals. Now let's consider an anti-bonding molecular orbital. Anti-bonding molecular orbital is denoted by psi A. This will be formed by subtracting the two atomic orbitals, psi A minus psi B. Do remember, when anti-bonding molecular orbital is being formed, bonding was formed by the addition of psi A and psi B, but anti-bonding molecular orbital will be formed by the subtracting psi B from psi A. The energy of anti-bonding molecular orbital is higher, as you have seen here. Anti-bonding molecular orbital energy is increasing upward. Anti-bonding molecular orbital will have higher energy than the energy of combining atomic orbitals, and this situation does not favor bond formation. Means for formation of bond, only molecular orbitals, bonding molecular orbitals are responsible, and the anti-bonding orbitals are represented by sigma star, pi star or delta star. Okay, for bonding we will simply use sigma, pi and delta, and for anti-bonding we will make it sigma star, pi star, delta star. For example, when s orbitals of two atoms combine, two molecular orbitals are formed. One is bonding and other is anti-bonding. Similarly, when three atomic orbitals of p subshell of two atoms combine, 6 molecular orbitals are formed, 3 bonding and 3 anti-bonding. Try to understand this. When s orbital is combining, what mistake I have done? I have not made this arrow. Means whenever I am going to start, I have to first draw the arrow. When 1s and 1s atomic orbital is combining, it is making two molecular orbitals. One is bonding, other is anti-bonding. Okay, two are combining, two are being formed. Now let's see if p is combining p orbital. P orbital means 1, 2, 3. Px, py, pz. Atomic orbital, two atomic orbital. px, py, pz. When it will combine, three will combine and three will be formed. These are atomic orbitals. These are molecular orbitals. This is bonding molecular orbital. This is anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, so this was about your LCAO, linear combination of atomic orbitals. I think I should start my next lecture with the conditions for linear combination of atomic orbitals. Okay, thank you children.